Okay, I'm going to continue my series on world leaders right now with Jinping. Xi Jinping. I think I said it right. So anyway, we're looking at China's leader. Um, and honestly, I tried to do a little research for this just so I would know what I was looking at when I looked at the cards, and um, I failed. So I still don't know what the fuck the deal is with any of this stuff, but let's just see what the cards say. So the way I do these, it is it is as if Xi Jinping sat down with me and is looking for a general reading, right? And then I kind of go from there. So first off, our root card here is a four of swords. So if Chi were sitting down with me at this table, I would say that the root here, what is really important is sort of separation, mental separation, because things are starting to fuck with his head, right? And it's like maybe you should chill for a little bit, take a vacation, like just not think about anything for a little while. And this could actually affect his body. It's like so many things fucking with his head that his body is starting to pay the price. So I think he should probably chill for a little while. Now, the main card here is the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is essentially a waste of resources. So it's showing giving a bunch of energy to something that isn't giving anything back. Like here in the card, the person giving a pentacle to the ghost. The ghost will always be a ghost no matter how much you give them. So let's just see what's on either side of the six. What is taking the resources away? Wow, look at that. Okay, so leading up to this six is the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is the wise investor. This is the businessman, right? So we've got businessman energy here, but it looks like the king stopped making the wise investments and is just throwing fucking money away. And as this moves forward, it turns to this Four of Pentacles. Now here once again we have the rich man, just like this dude in the King of Pentacles, and this person is about to go through some sort of fundamental transformation here, which is shown in this like portal to the underworld. And they don't want to make this change because if they do, they're going to lose all of the shit that they're holding on to, their money and their fancy clothes and all of this. Now, it looks, this is probably about power. The one thing that I picked up from the things that I watched on Xi Jinping is that historically he has been about power over money. So this would be some change that he would probably lose a lot of his power if it happened. Now, one of the things that's true about this Four of Pentacles, this change is inevitable. Like, there's nothing he can actually do to stop this from happening, but he's resisting, right? So, and it looks like all of this is causing a great deal of stress that he should probably just not think about for a while. Okay, now I just want to put a card on the other side of this Four of Pentacles to see what waits on the other side of this gate, right? If he manages to move forward, and he would lose some power or money or something, but and he would end up where? So we have the High Priestess. Now this is secret spiritual stuff. And I'm guessing that this is probably talking about some core group of people um, that are not in the headlines. Like, this is secret shit. And I guess he would become like one of them. Let's just see what his connection is here. King of Swords. So hold on. I'm going to put one more to find out if he is the King of Swords or if he is an underling. He probably wants to be the King of Swords, but is currently not with that Nine of Wands here, which is like about wanting to move forward, but it's about how much hope you have anyway. So there is another king. There is a king above Xi Jinping. And this is like not a public group of people. And he's resisting moving forward into this group or like maybe facing whatever this group is going to do. Um, but that's something that he cannot sort of avoid forever. Okay, now where do we go from here? Um, the way that I do these, so this is like general advice for him. So I want to look at the spiritual and emotional well being. So, like the spiritual body and aspect of Xi Jinping, just for his evolution as a human soul. What do we get? And the Eight of Wands says it is time to act. Our bottom card is this freaking High Priestess. All right. And there we have the Devil. Wow. So spiritually, it looks like it is time for him to act according to the bidding of this secret group of people. And what is it that he's harvesting? It's the Devil. Wow. Okay, I'm going to pull one more on this Devil just to see if we can find out anything more about that. And it's the Queen of Swords. Okay, so I don't know if this is talking about New World Order, but it's some secret group. And this looks like they have spiritual ties as well as economic ties. Like there is a spiritual aspect to this group, and it's probably not a good one, right? Um, but it looks like for his spiritual evolution, he should probably do what they're telling him to do. And when we look back at what was happening before, I think that hesitation was him not wanting to do what they want him to do. Now the question is, what is it that they want him to do? Is this an invasion? I mean, what is it that the High Priestess is trying to get him to do? And we get a reverse tower. All right. So the bottom card here was the Lovers. The Lovers is the commitment. So I'm trying to figure out why the tower is reversed here, but this is destruction for sure. I'm not sure if it's talking about an invasion, but it is surely talking about some sort of destruction. Now, normally, when the tower shows up reversed, it shows something that has already gone to hell. And when the tower is reversed, it's like the thing that was holding the person back has already blown up, but they're not taking their freedom from it. Like if you were in a prison and the prison got blown up and suddenly there were no walls anymore, but you still sat in your cell. You know, you sat in the rubble, not moving out of the parameters that were there before. Um, okay. Now, I guess we pull one more on this reverse tower because what the hell are we looking at? So something has to be destroyed in order for something new to be created. I just want to see if this is maybe economic or if this is like blowing up physical shit. And we get a reverse page of pentacles. So this is more like educational, I think. The thing that would need to be blown up would be whatever it is that they were teaching people before. Um, just because the Page of Pentacles is a student. The Page of Pentacles reversed is a student that either doesn't have the resources or the time or something to actually learn anything or incorporate anything new. So uh, I'm guessing that it's probably about propaganda in the schools or whatever, and kind of like getting rid of whatever was there before in order to make room for something new. And it looks like this all goes back to some sort of agenda from some group that is shown here as the High Priestess. That is all interesting stuff. Now, I'm going to branch off of the personal reading a little bit and just see sort of country-wise, um, like, is China going to invade Taiwan? We can start there. And let's just see what we get for China and Taiwan. So the Ace of Swords is taking full responsibility and therefore having full control. This would be taking charge of Taiwan. And let's see. And there is our Empress. And on the bottom is the Lovers. So if this isn't talking about a straight up invasion of Taiwan, it's talking about taking control, maybe of their education system, right? But it is talking about taking control of Taiwan so something new can be born. Let's just put a timeline on this, if there is one, or if there's a trigger or something. And there is our reverse Page of Pentacles. So it would, I don't know anything about the data from fucking schools over there, but it has something to do with the schools and the kids. Like, I don't know if this would be justification for an invasion or something like that, saying like, you aren't teaching your kids properly, so we have to go in and do it or something like that. But this is all the same shit that had showed up earlier in the reading. Okay, so it looks like there is or will be a commitment to take greater control of Taiwan, and at the very least, their educational system. Now, let's look at China and the rest of the world. I mean, you hear stuff sometimes about China and the United States. I don't think it's ever going to happen that China would invade the United States. I think they would just sort of converge into one thing long before that happened. But let's look at China and the US. And I'm certainly not seeing an invasion here. But what I am seeing is poverty. So this might be economic collapse or something like that. But the Page of Wands, the good thing about this is that the pages tend to be optimistic. The Page of Wands is very unique in the way that they do things. And the Page of Wands, as long as they believe in themselves, they're fine. In this context, I'm taking the Page of Wands to be like an optimistic, youthful energy. But here, it also comes out with a Five of Pentacles. And that's essentially financial ruin and exile. Now, let's see. I'm going to pull one more on how these connect. And the Seven of Wands is like coming out of restriction. What am I looking at here? Unclear. So, boy, I don't know. I don't really know how to take this, but at any rate, I don't think we're looking at an invasion. Um, I think this is more of an economic deal, and I'm just gonna see if this is China trying to cause a financial meltdown in the United States, and probably so. The reverse Ten of Pentacles is the inheritance, so this would specifically be legacy. This is you know, like one rich family, like leaving their shit to their kids and all of that. That's what gets turned upside down here. And this might just be a matter of them buying all of this stuff, because the Chinese have been buying all this farmland and all this different stuff, all the property and everything. And that might be the deal, is just taking the legacy away from the people who have normally had it and sort of taking control of it themselves. But I don't see any sort of warlike invasion here. Probably just fucking around with the economic system, and that seems par for the course. Now, let's just see about China and the rest of the world. It looks like the rest of the world is already fighting, so let's just pull one more and see what we get. Right. So this wouldn't be China invading anyone new, but it would probably be them collaborating with other nations that are already fighting. Uh, so the reverse five, everyone is fighting each other. Chaos and competition where there doesn't really need to be any. And the Three of Pentacles is this group working together. So they would just be part of a group that would probably be aiding in all of this different fighting. So, other than Taiwan, I don't really see any invasions coming out of China. I guess I am going to go back to Xi Jinping real quick as a person, and let's just look at his physical health. So that seems pretty good for his physical health. There's the happy reunited family there. Let's pull one sort of modifier. And this is maybe boredom, but definitely nothing. This doesn't show like he's about to die or anything like that. So it's basically being reunited with family and then kind of being stuck there with them, which might be boring. But if this is showing like any sort of retreat that he would take also for his health, I think that would be a good idea. To disappear for a little while, like he did in 2013, disappeared for 14 days mysteriously. Actually, I'm guessing that whatever happened at that point in time, and it was right before he became the president, that probably has to do with the High Priestess stuff. But I'm just going to pull a card here to see what the fuck that was about. And we get the reverse Two of Wands, and that's basically about not being able to utilize a couple different things together, not making proper use of the tools that he had at his disposal. So he must have gotten some coaching from some sort of group on how to properly utilize all of his tools together. But and the Justice card was on the bottom there. So I don't know. That's like maybe some higher court or higher power or something. That's what we get here. I would love to hear what you think about this. And I don't know shit about Chinese fucking geopolitical anything, right? This is just me going straight off of what the cards say. So, I would love to hear what you think about this. And if you do have something that you would like me to look at, you can hit me up on the Patreon page. And for little as $5 a month, I will do your tarot requests. That's what we have for today. Thank you and peace. Is this the end of days? Will lava fill the base? I'm gonna grab some tarot cards, let's see what they say. Who controls the press? Was Will Smith possessed? Let's shuffle up the cards and we'll see. And what about the freaking aliens? Whatever could they be? Let's ask the cards and see. Come on to my Patreon. It's only $5.